going on, guys? Wave 13 announced. Oh my goodness, we've got episode 8 stuff. I thought for sure that this was going to be announced during Force Friday, and I guess they wanted to wait one more Friday. Who would have thunk it? But here it is. We've got a Resistance Bomber and the TIE Silencer expansion packs. Wow. So, first thing that comes to mind is look at these things. Look at that stuff, man. That is something else. Now, the TIE Silencer is obviously a small base, but look at the giant size. I love when they put huge ships on tiny bases. It's comic to me. But then we've got our bomber over here, which is, I'm as awesome as it is. I'm a little disappointed because now we know the exact size, and there's a little part of me that was hoping this would show up in Armada, and while it still might, it's a little too small to be a full-blown ship in Armada. So if it's going to show up in Armada, it's going to be probably a flotilla or a squadron, and I'm just tired of squadrons in Armada. But for X-Wing, I just thought it was going to be bigger than that. I mean, not that it's still on a large base, but it doesn't look that big. I mean, we've seen small base ships bigger than that. So that's look at the TIE Silencer. I mean, honestly, if you had both models in your hand, they would probably be very close to the same size. Although the bomber does have a lot more mass at the bottom there. So look at this thing. It's pretty nice. We've got prices for them too. So $29.95 for the TIE Silencer and $39.95 for the Resistance Bomber. I wish I knew what drove those prices. This can't be that much more plastic. But yeah, there it is. Now honestly, one of the first things I thought after seeing this and going wow at looking at the models was I'm so surprised they didn't do an A-wing. I'm so surprised because we know A-wings are going to be in the or I don't know if they're called A-wings, but an A-wing-ish ship, and maybe maybe with some kind of the same a repeat of what happened with the T-70 X-wing being better than the X-wing. They didn't want this new A-wing to be better than the regular A-wing, and any A-wing fixes would have always made the new Resistance A-wing better than the Rebellion's A-wing, and so on and so forth. So first thing, we're going to look at the spreads, and then we're going to take a closer look at some of the cards. We're getting some bombs. And I looked at this and I'm like, wow, more bombers. More bombers. And cause I mean, I just flew NIM yesterday and it did really good. And I really like bombers right now. Bombs are kind of really strong right now. And this guy's bringing even more bomb shenanigans to the game. Oh boy, this is something else. But yeah, so more bombs. Looks like he's getting a new condition called Rattled, which makes bombs even worse. Look, we can here. Let's look at the spread for the TIE Silencer. Then we're gonna do some more stuff. The Silencer. All right, it's gonna be like a super ace kind of. I mean, 35 points for this thing, man. 35 points. There's two evades there. That's telling, right? So the two evades are important. The Kylo Ren ability is going to be about the same. One thing we aren't getting in any of the pictures is this first order Vanguard. And it looks like it says when attacking, if the defender is the only ship in your firing arc at range 1 through 3, you may re-roll one attack die. When defending, you may discard this card to re-roll all of your defense dice. That's a 2-point title that has two completely different uses. One you can use as many times as you want, and then the other one you have to get rid of it, but to save your life. I mean, that's awesome. That's a great title. You can only have one of them, so you can't run a whole swarm of these. But the ship is so expensive, you wouldn't be able to run a whole bunch of them anyway. But a lot of people are running 2 ship lists now, so 2 of these heavily decked out. I could see, maybe some people running that, or something that and a TIE fighter or something like that. But yes, that's nice. So definitely show stare you down and kind of get in your face and be able to have free re-rolls. Oh man, something else. So you're gonna, and if you use your EPT to be something, one of your focus-based EPTs, now you're free to spend your action for boosting and repositioning, and you're already pilot skill 9 with Kylo Ren. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at some of the cards that they spoiled in this one. We are going to start off with Ordnance Silos. Is that the first one? Is that the first one? Like we got the images there. Yes. Oh, yes. This is X-Wing the miniatures game. All right. Ordnance Silos is at first I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. It's a better version of the torpedo version of this because you're putting 3 ordnance tokens on each of your other bomb upgrade cards. This is just nuts. So now now the ship itself only has 2 bomb slots. So when it says each of your other upgrades, you're only going to get one. All right. Now it doesn't put anything on this one itself because it says other. So you can't put things on here. So if Boba Fett comes over and gets your ordnance silos, then you no longer get to follow the rest of the effect here. But yeah, when you're instructed to discard an upgrade card, you may discard ordnance token on that card instead. So you now have, one single bomb gives you 4 bombs. So that's just nuts. It's great, but wow. But it is restricted only to the BSF-17 bomber. So we've got that. That's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We've seen the spread already. Rattled. Let's take a close look at the rattled condition there. It's when you suffer damage from a bomb, you suffer 1 additional critical damage, then remove this card. Or as an action, you can roll an attack die on an eyeball or hit result, remove this card. So that's pretty awesome, pretty nuts. Um, and it looks like it's assigned through Crimson Leader. Now another thing here is they're doing this whole deal again where they're using color names instead of people's names. So which is a bummer if the movie comes out and then we've got like 4 different named pilots of this BSF-17 bomber, because then they're going to have to come out with the Heroes of the Resistance Part 2 with the the BSF-17 bomber pilots by name, and now you've got BSF-17. If I could say that, you got I just hope they don't do a repeat of that. I'm hoping in the movie none of these guys pilots are shown by name, so you're sufficient with Crimson Leader and Cobalt. It looks like Cobalt Leader or something like that. Yeah, I'm hoping that is the case. But basically, when you're attacking, if the defender is inside your firing arc, you may spend a hit or crit result to assign the rattled condition. So you don't even have to deal damage to them. You can just have the hit showing and spend it, and before they even get to cancel anything. So if you want to give them the rattled card, there you go. That's pretty interesting. Is it doesn't have a primary weapon turret, which is pretty cool. I mean, but it's only a two turret, so not super powerful. This is primarily a bomber though, but you also have tech and system on this ship, which is really cool. Tech and system gives you opens up a world of possibilities. We've got a targeting synchronizer over here. We've got the ordnance silos. We've already seen those. We got some new stuff. Oh, the trajectory. Yes, let's look at the trajectory simulator. This is really the thing that made me kind of slam my head against the table. Well, you may launch bombs using the 5 template instead of dropping them. You cannot launch bombs with the action header this way. So, oh my gosh. So, you know what? This is a sim. This is a system. That means Nim can take this. Nim can take this. Oh man, it's just crazy. And it looks like launching bombs is going maybe forward, or because launch like I don't, yeah, it's crazy. So the TIE Silencer here is the next one. We get a close up of Kylo Ren's. It's the same ability. First time you're hit each round assigned, I'll show you the dark side. So we've got tech and system on this one too. So that's definitely the theme for this wave. Although they're calling this wave 13, but is that or is that they're calling it 13, right? Is that what the article says? Let me go back. Yeah, wave 13. All right. So yeah, they're calling it wave 13, but it's this thing here. Let's goodness go back. There it is. No, Got to go back one more. See, I'm all over the place right now. So 3 attack, 3 agility, 4 hull, 2 shield. So 6 on a small ship is kind of not that great, right? But you've got the 3 agility that makes up for it. Plus your title is going to help you not take the damage. Plus you have boosts, so you can equip auto thrusters. Plus you can your tech. There's survivable options for tech. System gives you a ton of survivability options and just a ton of flexibility. And then, of course, your EPT, pilot skill 9 with the mobility. It's like when I see a ship like this, it reminds me of why we're never going to fly interceptors again, because you've got to, granted, interceptors are cheaper than this, but goodness gracious, this thing is just, it's a monster. It's gorgeous. So, yeah, and there's the spread again. So we've got pilot skill 9, we've got a 7 that says some kind of test pilot. That it has some kind of text in there. We can't make it all out. And then we've got something else, first order and Sinar. So those are our generics. But yes, we've got some more. And let's see what else we've got. Some kind of advanced optics or something like that. Debriefings and all that good stuff. But yeah, then looks like we've seen some repeats of other cards already. But yeah, I'm gonna zoom back out now. That's it. But yeah, this is 67 and 68 are the numbers there. So if you're keeping track, I think there's still one that's missing. But let me know what you think of this. This would be the smallest wave. Isn't there a scum ship missing from here? We haven't seen any. No, we do have the quad jumper, but we really haven't seen much scum from the new movies. So, do you think there will be more added on to this? I mean, we're still technically we're still short a scum corvette, right, or a scum huge ship to even everything out. So maybe that'll end up coming. Or are we going to get like another Scum Aces pack, or is Scum Aces going to be considered part of this wave? I mean, usually they don't do that. Usually they tack this on to other things. But yeah, let me know what you think of these ships. Are you surprised the A-Wing is not here? Do you think that is eventually going to come, or do you think they're holding off for balance reasons? Do you think there's another First Order ship that's going to be released with the A-Wing that might synergize with it better? What's your ideas there? I am open to hear what you have to say. I would love to see even more ships, and I can't wait to see episode 8. So if you're as excited to see episode 8 as I am, let me know. Let me know what you think about this expansion. Do you think bombs are now even more crazy? It seems like when it rains, it pours, and that's not always necessarily a bad thing. It's just that like things come in waves, and like bombs just got a huge boost, and now they're getting even more of a boost. Oh man. Or do you think this means that there's going to be a nerf to bombs coming, like maybe the way bombs resolve? Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, pure speculation mode, but like if people are using bombs so much and even more now, it's probably going to be one of those things if I were a betting man, I might predict bombs getting some kind of crazy nerf within the next year or something like that. But who knows? Who knows if it is going to be received that way? Maybe this will get received and nobody will want to fly it because they'll be like, nope, nobody flies bombs anymore. Who knows? But let me know what you think, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already hit the bell to get our alerts, make sure you're subscribed. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.